Greetings and welcome to the Math Depot video series on MindoMo. And today we're going to be focusing on the MindoMo mind mapping app. And it is a great tool to allow students to interact collaboratively, to share their ideas for rich tasks, for problems, or just to quickly brainstorm any school events and so forth. So MindoMo is a free service, a free mind mapping tool that you can download a computer desktop version for both Mac and PC. You can also download the Android or iOS version of the app as well, and Linux. And it's free for educators in Ontario. And the website you would go to is at the top, mindomo.com. So that's the website which gives you access to the mind mapping. So you can sign up. As you sign up, if you type in your Board Dufferin Peel email domain, it'll recognize that as you as an educator, and it gives you the free service both on the desktop or on a browser. I'm going to run MindoMo from a browser, and that's what's nice about this tool. It's perfect for bring your own device. Students can run this with any browser that they choose, or they can run it using any computer or any device. So I'm going to log in, and notice I'm using my Dufferin Peel account. So I'm going to create a mind map that's going to deal with the conditions for creating a rich task. So we're going to click on the create. So as soon as you log in, you go to create, and it gives you different options for a different mind map. One I'm going to use is the first one, a blank mind map, and you can just explore with the other features. So I'm going to call it a rich task mind map. We're going to create. Now, if you're creating this for yourself and to share with your class just as a standalone static mind map, the central idea is right in the middle. And I can move that central idea across the screen. But now if I want to add another branch, I just click on the top right arrow with the mouse, insert subtopic, and I type in my central idea. So I will put multiple entry points. That's one of the conditions for creating a rich task. But the powerful feature of MindoMo is it allows you to share this mind map for an entire class or for a team. So if you want to have multiple students interacting at the same time in real time, it allows you to do so. So how am I going to share this with my entire class so we can brainstorm together? So I'm going to click on the share button, and there's a little checkbox there at the top. It says allow guest editing. So I'm going to click that, select that, and at the bottom it says link for editing this map, and that's what we're going to click. As soon as I click this link, it's actually going to give me a URL that allows students to edit it. The problem with this URL is it's very lengthy, and it's students, teachers will not remember that. So I'm just copying it, Control-C, and I'm going to use, and I'm going to click on Done, I'm going to use a feature called bit.do. It's a URL shortener service. And link to shorten, I'm going to paste the long URL into the link to shorten, and I'm going to now choose. What's nice about bit.do, it allows you to customize your URL. So I'm going to call it, I think there's one called rich task, so I'm going to call it task rich. And let's see if that's available. I click on number 3, shorten, and it looks like the URL is available. If it wasn't available, I would receive an error. So that's the website I would give to students. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to pop open an iPad screen. So on there you're going to see students interacting. So here's my iPad. And you're going to see the website of my teacher mind map right underneath as where I'm circling. So on the iPad, I am going to go to Safari, and I'm going to type in the URL that contains the editable mind map, bit.do / and I use it opposite, task rich. And if everything goes well, it should open the MindoMo mind map. And now you're presented with the following screen. It's going to ask you for a username or an email. And it's just for students, so when they're typing, you will get to see who's actually editing that mind map in real time. So I'm going to type in a username in the username field. So I'm going to type in my name. And I'm going to click on login. And if everything goes well, next screen pops up. You can open this. The iOS Android has its own native app, but we're not going to use it. What I'm finding that works best is collaborating through the browser version. So that's what I'm going to click, continue with the browser version. So I tap that, and hopefully if all goes well, you're going to see now the student's mind map, which I can edit, and the teacher, which I'm displaying. I can even have another device doing the same thing as well. But how do students now enter it? So now notice I do the same thing with my finger. I tap the top right arrow, and I'm going to add another subtopic. And my next subtopic, I will type in open-ended question. So the rich task is open-ended. So now it might take some time, but notice it's updating in real time. So a teacher now could also enter a subtopic. They're going to type in real world problems. And now my mind map on the student iPad should also change in real time. And as a student, I can change it. I can move the position around, and now I can continue to add subtopics. Another subtopic is, we'll say it allows for collaboration. And I can add multiple subtopics, and I can have multiple students interacting with this mind map. So, and I can add subtopics to subtopics. How do I create something that has multiple entry points? I can continue to type in topics, so we'll call it topic 1, topic 2, topic 3. But now notice, it's all updating in real time. So you can have an entire class, or if you set your class up in teams, groups of 3, groups of 4, they all get themselves a device, a mobile device, and now they can brainstorm together as a big group. You can break your topics into team 1, team 2, team 3, and team 1 gives all their ideas, team 2 gives their all ideas, and so forth. So this is MindomoMindMap in a nutshell, and it is a great way to allow collaboration, and it is a great way to brainstorm